It is night. Suddenly the sky flashes with light. The ground shakes. And within seconds an entire city is plunged into darkness. This is not a movie scene. This is Lviv, a city in western Ukraine that, until now, was considered relatively safe. And this attack was not carried out with an ordinary rocket. It was launched using an Oreshnik IRBM, a missile that landed just 30 miles from Poland, a NATO member state. The real question is not why the missile was fired. The real question is this: has the war now reached NATO's doorstep? And if so, where does that take the rest of the world? Why Lviv matters. Lviv is not just another city. It is Ukraine's logistical heart. This is the corridor through which NATO countries, especially Poland, move weapons, humanitarian aid, fuel, and critical supplies into Ukraine. Until now, Russia had focused primarily on eastern and southern Ukraine. But striking Lviv sends a clear message. No area is safe anymore. The city lies hundreds of miles from Russian territory, yet only minutes away, by missile flight time, from NATO borders. Oreshnik IRBM. Why this missile is different. This is not a conventional weapon. IRBM stands for Intermediate Range Ballistic Missile. Range 3,000 to 5,500 kilometers. Speed: multiple times faster than the speed of sound. Interception: extremely difficult for air defense systems. Most critically, this missile can carry both nuclear and conventional warheads. Although a conventional warhead was used in this strike, the message is unmistakable. We are deploying weapons designed for nuclear warfare. This is psychological warfare as much as physical destruction, a warning bell for NATO. When missiles fall just 30 miles from Poland, alarms are bound to sound in Warsaw, Berlin, Paris, and Washington. NATO's Article 5 states, an attack on one member is considered an attack on all. Poland was not directly hit at this time, but had a missile deviated even slightly, the consequences would have been unthinkable. That is why NATO air defense systems are on high alert. Military movement inside Poland has increased. U.S. radar and surveillance systems are fully active. Ukraine's response: the energy war. Ukraine did not remain silent. Following the attack, Ukrainian forces targeted electrical infrastructure in Russian-controlled areas, power substations, industrial zones, triggering widespread blackouts. This war is no longer limited to battlefields. It has become an energy war. Cold, darkness, fear. These have now become weapons. This conflict is no longer regional. Europe. Immediate reactions in gas and electricity prices, market volatility and investor anxiety, growing public fear of wider war. United States. Renewed debate in Congress over Ukraine aid. Military planners preparing worst-case scenarios. Iran and the Middle East. Nationwide protests in Iran. Internet shutdowns. Growing strategic coordination between Russia, Iran, and China. These are not isolated events. They are pieces of the same global puzzle. Russia's strategy. What is the real goal? This is the critical question. Russia may not want direct war with NATO, at least not yet. But it clearly wants to. Keep NATO under constant pressure. Threaten Ukraine's supply lines. Exhaust Western public support for the war. This is pressure warfare. Every missile is a message. Every blackout is a warning. Will the war expand? No one can answer that with certainty. But several realities are impossible to ignore. Distances are shrinking. Weapons are becoming more dangerous. Political rhetoric is growing harsher. One miscalculation, one technical failure, one misunderstanding, and history could change course. The human cost. Amid all strategic calculations, one truth is often overlooked. Ordinary people. Children sleeping in darkness. Elderly shivering in the cold. Families trembling at every siren. Wars are not just lines on maps. They leave scars on human lives. Closing, powerful ending. Every missile that fell on Lviv was not just an explosion. It was a question, directed at the entire world. Are we standing at a threshold from which there is no return? Or is there still time? For reason, diplomacy, and humanity, to extinguish this fire? History is watching. And future generations will ask, when the war reached NATO's border, what did the world do?